talking Inheritance. This one is directed by Vaughn Stein and stars Lily Collins as Lauren Monroe. You've also got Simon Pegg, Connie Nielsen and Patrick Warburton. Now, this is the story of a very rich family of which Lily Collins is the daughter. Now, she is a successful district attorney. Her father is, I think, some sort of like high banker. The brother is in politics. And they are a very well-off family with a lot of influence. Now, the father passes away after a heart attack. And it's at the will reading that we see something may be amiss here. So Lily Collins' character seems to get significantly less than anyone else. And she is also handed a mysterious envelope in which contains a USB drive. And on that USB drive is a video from the father instructing that she has inherited essentially something special, something a little bizarre. And she's informed to go down to this bunker, which she used to play near where she played with it when she was a child, which has been hidden away. She enters the bunker, this underground bunker, and lo and behold, there is a man in chains down there, played by Simon Pegg. Now, she is at a loss. Why is he down there? You know, her father has instructed her to go down there. What's this all about? So ultimately, the movie becomes, who is this guy? Why is he down there? Why has the father been have a man chained up down there? What is his reasons for doing it? Is this guy an innocent victim? Is he some type of malicious person that is down there for sinister reasons? Is he the devil himself? And you know, you'll have to watch the movie to find out. And that is the crux of the movie. It's essentially the moral dilemma that Lily Collins' character has. She comes from a wealthy, influential family. If obviously she were to release this guy and it were to get out that her father had a prisoner for decades in a hole, it would destroy her family. But at the same time, she feels obliged to let's set him free. But why is he down there? I mean, is he an innocent party, like I've said, or has he done something to deserve it, his kind of time down there? Well, you have to watch the movie to find out. So let's discuss what works. So this, in a lot of ways, I think you can compare the relationship between Simon Pegg's character and Lily Collins' character. It reminded me a lot of like Hannibal Lecter, played by Anthony Hopkins, and Jodie Foster's character in Silence of the Lambs. It's this psychological back and forth between these sort of two characters and trying to find out the story about what's unwrapping. So the movie really is a character piece and a tale of morality. And it's a very intriguing story, I have to say. You know, it mainly takes place in the bunker. We do have some external shots and things when Lily Collins is out doing other stuff. But the kind of the meat of the story is the interplay between these kind of two characters, and Simon Pegg's character, you know, revealing piece by piece information that may lead Lily Collins' character to discover dark truths about her family. And does she believe them? I mean, we just have this guy's word for it at the end of the day, or can this guy provide proof? It's intriguing stuff. And I've got to say, I think the acting from both parties is pretty good. Simon Pegg is playing this a lot more straight than he would normally do. Obviously, Pegg, primarily known, I would say, for comedy. There are a couple of dark humoured moments here, but for the most part, he is a kind of a straight character, and you do feel some sympathy for him. And Lily Collins' character, again, she seems to have a little bit more moral fibre than, say, maybe the rest of her family. But she is really kind of put in a position, and it's kind of intriguing to see where it will go and how things would kind of play out. Now, I thought that was great. I thought the acting was good. I thought the setup makes you want to find out what's happening next. I mean, this is not a kind of, even though it's not a action-packed movie necessarily, the story in itself is intriguing enough to want you to get to the end of the movie to find out what happens there. And I think the whole cast does a good job even in this kind of the smaller roles as well. And you know, it's a wonderfully shot film. I think it looks professional and all done to a good production value. However, I do have a couple of niggles, and then they're mainly kind of story elements here. Now, obviously, without trying to spoil anything here, the father had this guy down there for, you know, non-altruistic reasons, let's be honest. He selfish reasons at heart. Now, if he didn't want this guy, you know, I don't understand why he just didn't leave him down there, to be honest. And I don't really get why he told the daughter, to be honest. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. You know, you could argue while he was alive, while he was, this guy was down there, you know, he may felt some you know, some connection with this guy. But when he dies, I don't really understand why he would risk things, is the best way I can describe it, by telling Lily Collins' character. It just seems like a huge oversight for me, because the guy is trained up now that he's going to die eventually of starvation more than anything. So I didn't really get why the father would let him, if he thought he was going to be a threat. Why didn't he even mention it to the daughter? It didn't make a lot of sense to me. Here's the other thing with this film, is that the movie is a type of movie where you know there's going to be a big twist coming. You know that penny is going to drop. And I think the movie, unfortunately, the way it's written is it makes it seem not particularly ambiguous about who is right and who is wrong. It doesn't kind of make you think, oh, this character could be this or like this, or it could be like that. It paints him in it paints Simon Pegg's character in a much more of too sympathetic, I would say. So you think, okay, this movie cannot be this simple, because you know there's something else is going to happen. So when it inevitably, you're just waiting for it. So when the shoe drops and the reveal happens, you think, well, I knew that was going to happen, because it did not make it ambiguous enough as to is Simon Pegg an innocent party, or is he down there for a particular reason? You know, so that to me, it should have been, you know, Lily Collins' character should have been. Well, there should be contrary evidence and things like this. I think it could have been done better, because I just feel it really made it obvious that there was going to be this kind of twist coming, and when it happens, it's not really that. You know, it doesn't really kind of blow your socks off, because you were kind of expecting something to happen, and more or less this. I also have to question again. When we do get to the kind of the finale, so to speak. There are some physical things that Pegg's character seems to have done, which I would question, if I'm honest. Again, considering where he's been, I don't know if what happens would have made sense. Again, I'm trying to be as vague as I can. So I think this movie is intriguing, but I don't think it's as clever as it thinks it is. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.